It's 5:30 right now as we are taking a look, and there it is, the snow coming down. You can see it right now. This is in Medina. Route 18, as we are watching the conditions develop through the morning. If you don't see snow now, just wait. It's going to be an all-day event. We're seeing it coming in the southwest. School closings coming in by the minute here. Last count up to 61 now in the area. We want to thank you for being with us here on Go on your Wednesday, January 25th.
Yeah, and it's going to be a wild day in terms of weather. We showed you what we're looking at right now, but the trickiest parts are going to be hitting right during the rush hours. So we look to you, Danielle.
to 9 a.m. Yes, I got you covered. I got you covered, friends. Right now, we only have one crash, and that's actually to the north, but I'm seeing really the trickiest conditions to the south, but I'll have that in just a minute in the traffic report.
I have a feeling districts are really thinking about, you know, do we close or not? Because you say like 7 till 9, and then that's when a lot of schools start. So we're looking at a lot of snow and then a mix later today. The advisory goes all the way till 4 o'clock, so this is not like it's just limited to this morning. But once the snow does start, and I'm seeing North Canton schools are now closed in addition to just Canton schools, Canton local schools. So lots of closings out of Stark County where it's been snowing now, and we've got snow in Medina. I'll show you. The advisory is for every single one of you. That goes until 4. This is total equal opportunity. This storm system is tracking out of the south and west to the north and east. And we're definitely seeing more and more snow here as we're continuing through the morning. And notice that in some spots, it's a bit more moderate. We've got the snow in Medina County, as we mentioned, so also through Brunswick, snow through Summit County, Stark County, Canton, with all the closings that we're seeing there, and even into Portage and Geauga, and we're starting to see more on our east side, west side. It's going to be an ongoing story. Don't focus so much on the amount of snow that isn't on the ground at this point. It's the point that it's going to keep snowing through this morning. So that's the impact for our morning drive. Visibility will be reduced. And with snow continuing through the morning, that's going to mean tricky commutes come this afternoon because of what has fallen. Temperatures are in the low 30s. We've got winds about 5 to 10. They will increase today. That will also mess with visibility a bit. Wind chills are in the 20s. We see snow continuing through the next several hours. This takes us all the way through noon today. New Philadelphia city schools are closed. That's another new one that's in a little further south. And then we expect that rain-snow mix, which will be equally tricky as we get into later this afternoon and evening, Danielle. So how are things looking on the road? Is anything different from what you saw last check?
Well, right now I'm constantly trying to update these, so it's really tough to keep track of everything. But here's an updated look at 77 at US 62 in the Canton area. Now you can see, I can tell by the way this camera is moving. This is a web camera, so it updates every 2 to 3 seconds. And as I look closely, you can see, boy, that snow coming down. It looks like it's more of a sleet, but Holly, you would know more than I do because I'm not the meteorologist. But we take a look to the north right now, and we can see here you have some slow traffic right now, 271 southbound as you're moving towards 422. Now, I told you about that. We have this crash reported, and that is on 90 westbound before East 185th Street. Here's that live camera out in the area, and I tell you, Maureen, Dave, just look at the difference between these cameras. So this is to the north, right by the lake, and then that camera in Canton. Boy, 2 different conditions.
Yeah, but we know what's headed, you know, what the south is seeing right now is headed north. So we are going to keep an eye on road conditions all morning, especially because of the timing of all of this. And so whenever this happens, as you know, if you are a regular watcher, we go live to where our reporters are. And what we want to give you right now is a look over at Garfield Heights.
Yeah, developing all morning long. Brianna Dahlquist is now getting a live look at conditions for us. Brianna, how are things looking right now?
Yeah, good morning, Dave. Good morning, Maureen. We are live in Garfield Heights on the go this morning. And as you see, the snow is definitely coming down. Holly is not a woman that would lie to you. Trust me, the snow is coming down. So conditions are mild, Dave. However, this wind is whipping. And as you take a look behind me at the roads, we've also seen a couple of snowplows this morning working really diligent on these roads. As you can see, conditions are really good as it relates to drive times today right now. But we know things are going to change. Now, while driving here, I could tell that ODOT has been out working since midnight on these roads, treating them, because we've seen a lot of salt on the ground. And if you have to, like, if you absolutely have to leave your house and commute today, they are saying please be vigilant, not just for other drivers, but for those snow plows as well.
Okay, Brianna, thank you very much as we get conditions and a look out there. Now let's head over to Austin Love. We've been checking all over this morning. We've seen Canton, we've seen Medina. Going to look at a lot of different spots here.
Yeah, he's been in Broadview Heights, so a little bit of south of our viewing area. So, Austin, we know that that's where the snow is headed if you haven't seen it yet. So are you starting? Oh, there you go. You're starting to see a few flakes, huh?
Bada bing, bada boom. You ask and I shall deliver. Yeah, I was getting a little nervous there. I was like, Mother Nature's making me look stupid out here. The key component of snow coverage is having the snow here. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. It started snowing probably about 15, maybe 20 minutes ago, right after we got air here. And has just kind of progressively gotten worse and worse. Yeah, like you said, coming up from the south right now. We want to take a look at I-77 just to take a look at conditions right there. Moving fine right now. We have right now, ODOT has about 1,100 plows on the all throughout Ohio. This is really a statewide event. They have about 1,100 plows all over Northeast Ohio, or all over the state right now. And you know, really what we've been seeing them, they haven't been putting their plows down essentially just because there hasn't been a lot of accumulation. As you can take a look right here at my feet, just a little bit right now. But what they are doing is prepping for the big commute. That's really the problem with this snow, is just the timing of it starting right at one of the toughest times when everyone is either going to work or bringing their children to school if you still do have school today. So they're prepping that with that ice. But regardless, we're still keeping our fun. I know you guys are always worried about my well-being out here, making sure, you know, I'm nice and warm, nice and toasty. So Flat Dave and I have been doing a little s'mores action here this morning. And Mo, you know, I took one out of your, I got this going a little bit beforehand. So, you know, the random things that you get when you get married, this is one of them. Oh, there we go. We got flaming hot Malo there. Yep. Shout out to Ham Porter in the Sandlot. So cheers, guys. I'm doing all right here. Make sure that you are staying safe out there. Give those plows plenty of room. Maybe I didn't get it as cold, as warm as much as I wanted, but regardless. Cheers to you guys. Stay safe out there.
See, now you're telling us about what it's like to be married, but if you had kids right now, you have just inspired all kids to have s'mores for breakfast. So parents all across Northeast Ohio, thank you very much. All right,
no
Austin.
problem. DM me at Dave Chudowski.
All right, well, stay safe out there. We'll be checking in with Austin throughout the morning to see how those conditions are coming. We're also getting school closings coming into our iAlert system this morning. At last check, about over 60 of them. We can send you a list of those closings directly to your phone. All you have to do, text closings to 216-344-3300. Remember, that is a text, not a call. And again, they will be scrolling at the bottom of your screen all morning.